How you doing, folks? I kind of want to get on doing a review on this Bob Lee Hardcore, um, and I've shot it for a little over a month. I've had it for about a month and a half, roughly, and I don't have a bad thing to say about it at all. Uh, it's out absolutely quick, a lot quicker than what I have been shooting. I know speed ain't everything when it comes to traditional archery. It's more accuracy than speed, but if you can get the speed and the accuracy out of the same bow, you're doing it's doing pretty good. Uh, the wood combinations, it's kind of unlimited. The riser I definitely I wanted to have Shedua in it. That's a wood I got on the old Bear Grizzly. It's right around my birth year, and I really like that wood. That wood is absolutely tough as far as in the outdoors. You can have a hardcore made at any AMO length. I just went with 58. 60 inch was recommended, for a little bit of forgiveness, but this 58 is like absolutely quick. I mean, it's taken me a little while to get used to the speed. I'm finally getting used to it and finding the arrow setup that actually it likes. I'm actually shooting a traditional only, Three Rivers traditional only arrow. Um, it's made by Easton's 500 spine. I've got them cut to 30 inches with a regular insert, or I can shoot a 50 grain insert with a 150 grain head, and they both fly really well. So I've been kind of doing a lighter setup for turkey, and I may end up trying that for deer, right around 427 grains. And really, it's a lot about arrow flight, on how straight your arrows fly, as long as they ain't, fishtailing or anything. But this bow, I just absolutely get it there and get it there in a hurry. As far as the smoothness on the draw, there's definitely nothing wrong with the draw. The way this thing draws, it's so smooth that it don't even feel like I'm pulling 45 pounds. And I've got this set to my draw length at 27 at 45 pounds, so, or 45 pound at 27. But I definitely would recommend this bow to about anybody. The riser's a little bit heavy. I mean, it's not so bad, but I got used to that weighted riser, so it's about basically dead in your hand. I mean, you can't beat it. I shot a Blackwood of PCH that's, a heavy with the same AMO length, and I actually shot it really well, and that's been a while back. So, and the reason why I went with Bob Lee is because of their customer service. The customer service is through the roof. I mean, I talked to Rod at first and got with JJ on the limb combinations. I mean, he hit it out of the ballpark with the gnarly Bubinga or beeswax Bubinga on the limbs, and my veneers on the front, and I wanted the Shedua, and it's mixed with a black micarta. There's only very little Shedua wood in this riser. It's almost solid micarta, and which gives it that weight and the stability. And I still have the movement of a shorter bow. This is about a max bow that I would shoot out of a ground blind, especially the ground blind I own. So I own a hub style 3-man, so I want to make sure I got a lot of room, and all that, not being scrunched up. But as far as a bow that I want to do everything with, this is the bow I pretty much chose to go with, and it'll last a long time. Really tough old bow. We'll find out when the hunting season comes up. Uh, and I mean, I hunt, especially for deer, about 4 months straight. I don't hunt no rifle, no muzzleloader. I hunt a straight bow all the way through. So it's a 4 months, pretty long season. So we'll see how she holds up in the cold, just in and out. But as far as shooting it out here, it's awesome. I mean, I'm getting ready to turkey season to open up here in North Carolina in about 2 weeks, and this will be the bow I actually use and be the only bow I'm using. And I do have a backup, which I'm using my Grizzly as a backup bow. So if something freaky happens, and all that, and I got a backup bow. They're both fairly similar. It's just this bow's a lot faster and a lot smoother draw, and and all that. So no complaints. I would recommend this bow. If somebody wanted to buy one, I definitely recommend it, and definitely recommend Bob Lee bows for, you know, their customer service. I mean, they're just through the roof. It's like I said before in other videos. It's, you know, it's almost like I've known them all my whole life. You know, they, you know, really friendly, really helpful people. So you know, this is probably about the most first custom bow I've ever owned, and you know, it'd probably be the last custom bow I have. But you know, I went with a takedown for a lot of reasons. Uh, you know, that way, if I need to go down and draw weight, I'm getting, you know, older again. I may not want to pull the same weight, but this thing pulls so smooth it don't even feel like you're pulling 45 pounds. But I can always get different limbs at different weights and still have the same riser. There's a good advantage, especially for people starting out. If you get a takedown, you can figure out everything that you need to know off a takedown without having to buy a whole new bow as in a one piece. And I got a bunch of one piece bows in my collection. It's about all one piece except for this one. So this is the one I'm gonna be shooting, hunting with from about here on out. So you know, if I decide to get limbs, I have to send the riser in, you know, because it's got to be tailored to split finger, and that's the way I shoot. So I definitely would check them out. And if you're looking for a set of arrows, these traditional onlys by Three Rivers, they're made by Easton. They shoot really good. I ain't had no complaints with them. As far as shooting, tuning, they tune pretty good. They fly good out of this bow, so that's what I'll be using this year. So I hope this review is helpful. I mean, just like I said, the bow's quick, smooth, quiet, you know, for what it is. And they do take, Bob Lee Bows takes a lot of care in what they do, and it's almost like they're building a bow for themselves and they're sending it out to you. So hope this is helpful. Hope you have a great day, and God bless.